Hi, I'm Francesca and this is Law of Attraction Changed My Life. Welcome back to my Womb Wednesday series, which actually isn't on a Wednesday, but it is all about fertility, babies, positive pregnancy and positive parenting, and also, what's the other thing? Polycystic ovaries, all the P's, not all of them great. So last time I was talking about choosing your child's gender and choosing their temperament. Choosing sounds really like Jesus-like. I'm not Jesus, I didn't choose it, but influencing it through the power of positivity, which I fully believe is possible. So I'm one of these people, I have just always wanted a girl. Like, I don't see myself with boys. I really didn't want boys. And before people are like, oh my God, that's so horrible, like how dare you, all children are gifts from God. Let me tell you, it stems from something. When we were younger, we believed that we couldn't have boys because there was like this weird history in our family of like, we had a couple of boys that died, and so my mum believed that she couldn't have boys. Anyway, it turns out it's not true, but I think because I grew up fearing that and fearing having really sick children that were boys, I've just always been conditioned into thinking girls are good, girls are good. And so that is why, before you'll judge me. Aside from that, let's be real, the clothes for girls are way much cuter and girls' names are more beautiful, I think, and I just wanted a girl, okay? Don't judge me. So when I first got pregnant, I was visualising, I told you last week about my visualisation of getting pregnant and having a baby. I 100% always visualised her as a girl. I never once visualised a boy. I didn't see that in my path at all. And all the way through my pregnancy, I kept speaking about her as if she was a girl, and everyone was like, my sister particularly, who has two boys, was like, you just don't know, like, what if you have a boy? There's nothing you can do about it. You will love them so much and you just don't want to get disappointed, like you can't choose. And I was like, but you can choose. Like, I truly believe I have manifested her, and I truly believe that she's going to be a girl. And even before the 3-month scan, I was buying girls' clothes. With trepidation though, I did keep the receipts, but actually the reason I have dressed us both in white today is because this little, can you see how cute this dress is? This little dress from Baby Gap is the first thing that I ever bought her, and I just thought it was so cute with these little ruffles on the shoulders. I just think she's like a little Italian, like, I don't know, a little Italian girl in a field or something. And I was buying girls' clothes and I was just like, no, it's a girl. I'm not going to hold back on buying things and planning things. It is a girl. And then sure enough, at the 3-month scan, they were like, do you want to know the sex? And I was like, you can't tell at the 3-month scan, surely. And she's like, we can tell 70%. And I was like, oh my God, like, I don't know if I can handle it. Like, what if it's a boy? And sure enough, it was a girl. And yeah, the whole way along, I've just been like, I always knew she would be. I always knew I'd have girls. Even when I was having the cesarean when she was born, I think one of the first things I asked when I saw her was like, is it definitely a girl? Is it? And of course, now having had a child, if I had a boy, of course I'd be over the moon. All children are beautiful, but I just knew what was in my path for me, and I knew, like, I just feel like she was sent for me. Like, I feel like we were meant to be mother and daughter. Are you gonna be happy? Yeah. Okay. Choosing your child's temperament or influencing your child's temperament. I truly believe that this is all done within the womb, and I suffered with prenatal depression, which is a lot less common than postnatal, but it was really bad. People that have been watching this channel for a while will know that I had suffered with it really badly, and actually it was something that Law of Attraction could not break through. I had to end up being on medication, which was the best thing I ever did. And I'm always been one of these people that would kind of choose not to medicate, because I just think anything you do, you can overcome with the mind. And it was something that I could not be, and I had to have help with. But the reason I chose that path to have medication is because I am well aware that negative thoughts, being depressed, unhappy, angry, is far more damaging to a baby than any medication could, well, not any medication, but you know, anything else could be. And I was really aware during the first few months of my pregnancy of like, God, I'm so angry and upset and depressed all the time. This is surely just going to create an angry, upset and stressed baby. And that really worried me. Luckily, by about month 4 or 5, it was quite late, I got onto my medication and it was fantastic. It was the best thing I've ever done, and I became a lot calmer and a lot happier. And one of the things I did was I just absolutely indulged in being pregnant. If you've got to be pregnant and you can't drink and stuff like that, you've got to just go full flow and absolutely love every minute of it. So I was updating my Instagram with like pregnancy pictures. Like I'd find really amazing pregnancy pictures that like I wanted to copy, and I would like set about making them, and I absolutely loved recording my pregnancy in that way. My friend Jennifer bought me a little pregnancy diary where you do like a weekly photo and what you did that week, and for her to read like when she's older, and I absolutely revelled in doing that as well. We went on a holiday a couple of times and just had a grand old time. Like I just immersed myself in it, and I truly believed that I was going to have a very calm, very happy, quiet baby, pretty much like how I used to envisage Ava, my dog. I was always like, I really want a dog that would just sit next to me in a restaurant and just be happy just to chill. And that is exactly what Ava is like. Like you take her to any public space, like she's the most well-behaved dog you'll ever see. She'll just happily sit somewhere. As long as you throw her a bit of steak every now and then, she is happy. So anyway, I kept telling everybody, this child is going to be so good. She's going to be really quiet and calm and just relaxed and go with the flow. And a lot of people were like, no, she's going to be a nightmare. I think you're in for a rude awakening. You are going to have a nightmare of a child. You're going to have such a like shock to your system. And I was like, you're tripping. You're tripping. She's like, this is my child. She's inside my body. I know what she's going to be like. That's one of the things I found really interesting, is like when people are like, oh, I bet you can't wait to like meet your child. And it's like, surely them being inside your body and you both being one person for a while, like that's the closest you can ever be. Like I'd already met her, you know, in my mind. I knew who she was and knew what she was like. I just hadn't seen her face. So sure enough, when she was born, she was so well behaved. Like, let me tell you, she is the best baby I have ever seen in my life. Like, I thought this whole motherhood thing would be really difficult and that I would really struggle because of the type of person I am. Like I need naps in the day and stuff like that, but it turns out we both like naps in the day. Like we both nap at the same time, and I have to say, touch wood, it has been easy street so far. And so then people started saying to me, oh, just you wait, it's not the beginning bit, they get more difficult, they'll get worse, they'll get like turn into a monster. And it's like, bitch, I'm waiting for that day to come, because it's not coming. It is not coming for this child, because she is an angel. Look, you can see she is. Look at her. Isn't she the cutest? By the way, I'm doing bow training, so I know at the moment when she's bald, if I put a bow on her, she looks a bit like Jay-Z, but as she gets older and she gets hair and stuff, she won't try and take it off of her head. So apparently you have to do this when they're young to like train them into not minding and having things on their heads. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to share. This is just a little bit more random and rambly. Sorry, I just wanted to share about how happy I am to be a mother, and it is the purest form of love I have ever known in my life, and it is the purest form of happiness I've ever known. And I truly do owe it to the law of attraction. And I know there's a lot of people out there struggling with infertility or subfertility or polycystic ovaries, and there's so many things that you can do to help yourself. And I just really, if anyone has any questions, just let me know, because I would love to help in any way if I can. Even if this video only serves as a bit of hope, then I hope that that is what it's done. So last week I forgot to add in this whole phenomenon of how many people cannot get pregnant for years and years, and then the second that they adopt or have a surrogate, they get pregnant naturally. And I want to do a lot more research into this. I know that it happened with Caprice. That was a really famous one that happened with. Charlotte in Sex and the City, I know she's not real, but it's still another person. And I think it happens a lot. And I think that there is a lot to do with your mind and letting go and getting pregnant. And so I'm going to do some research into stats and stuff, and if you are all interested in this, I'll make another video on polycystic ovaries and subfertility and stuff like that in the future. I won't do it next, because I'm sure that all of you people that are not interested in babies, even ones this cute, I will get back to just a normal law of attraction video next week. Anyway, I've rambled on for long enough. Ooh, hello. hello. I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.